Welcome back to Superstar Craft. Today we are going to be building a little red barn for your sheep, and it is going to be the little baby to the red barn that we built in the last tutorial. This barn will be for free roaming sheep and also have a wool farm attached to it. So it will be useful. You will be able to collect all the wool you need. This will be the outline for the barn. Let's go into free cam so you can see the overview of what the barn size is actually going to be. Same as the first barn if you watched. The red and blue are going to be the walls. The yellow and black are openings. And the oranges are going to be columns. The main barn is going to be a 9x9, so it's going to be a perfect square. The actual farm attachment to collect wool is going to be 12 long and 5 wide. And that is including the columns where the orange wool blocks are. We're going to start with our stripped spruce log. We're going to start by replacing these orange wool blocks with stripped spruce logs. And we're going to take this up a total of 5 blocks. So we've placed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and do that on the 4 outer orange squares, not this one in the middle and not these 2 on the side, just the 4 outer ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It'll start to look like this. Now we're going to do the walls. Now, same as we did for the large barn, the walls are going to be a mixture of red colored blocks. So we have stripped mangrove, mangrove planks, netherrack, and red terracotta. So we're going to take up the blue and red walls, and we're going to bring it up to the same level as the stripped spruce logs. So we'll take down this first half. We're going to go mangrove, mangrove, mangrove plank, red terracotta, and another stripped mangrove. Go back down. We're going to do a mangrove on the side, mangrove facing up, a netherrack, a plank, and a stripped mangrove. Next it goes stripped mangrove, netherrack, red terracotta, a plank, and another plank. Now we're going to skip this middle section and we're going to move on to this side of the wall. We're going to go plank and 2 netherracks. Go another netherrack on top here with another plank and then a stripped mangrove log. We're going to go up, go stripped mangrove, red terracotta, stripped mangrove, netherrack. And on top here, we're going to go plank, stripped mangrove. Okay, let's swing around to the side of our building. Let's take down this temporary wall. On this side, we're going to go netherrack, red terracotta, and 3 stripped mangroves. And we're going to go mangrove, mangrove plank, and 2 mangroves. And then we're going to go 3 mangroves, a netherrack, and a red terracotta. Plank, stripped log, red terracotta, stripped log, 2 planks, red terracotta, stripped mangrove. Coming down here, we're going to go 3 stripped, 1 plank, 1 stripped. And we're going to go 2 stripped, 1 netherrack, 1 plank, 1 stripped. And then this last one will be 4 stripped and top it with a plank. Coming around to the back. Now we're going to add in the back wall. Take all this down. And we're going to start with 3 stripped mangroves, 1 plank, 1 netherrack, 2 stripped mangroves, 2 planks, 1 stripped mangrove. We're going to go a netherrack, another netherrack, terracotta, 2 stripped mangroves. Go down with a netherrack, a plank, 3 stripped mangroves. 2 stripped mangroves, 2 planks, 1 netherrack, 3 stripped mangroves, 1 plank, red terracotta. Start back down here with a plank, 3 stripped mangroves, and another plank. Down here, 2 planks, a netherrack, 2 stripped mangroves. Coming over here to our last wall. Next, we're doing a mangrove plank, a netherrack, a red terracotta, and 2 strip mangroves. Down here, netherrack, plank, 3 stripped mangroves. Down here, we're going to go 4 stripped mangroves and a red terracotta. Down here, we're going 2 stripped mangroves, a plank, and 2 more stripped mangrove. 1 stripped mangrove, going 3 planks, and 1 netherrack. Down at the bottom, 2 stripped mangroves, 1 red terracotta, 2 netherrack, and here at the bottom, we are going to go 3 stripped mangroves, 1 plank, 1 red terracotta. So now we have the main walls of our sheep barn built. Let's work on this entrance, and it's going to be all stripped mangrove. So 3 stripped mangrove across, and on the first and last block, 1 stripped mangrove under each block. So it's a start of a small arch. Next, you want to grab your pale oak trapdoors, and we're going to go all along the top of this barn. The very top, we're just going to put pale oak trapdoors all the way across. Okay, we're going to come around to the side. We're also going to add pale oak trapdoors on the sides of the barn as well. We didn't do that for the original barn, but for this smaller barn, we are. So in the front here and the back side, it's going to be the top half of the spruce and mangrove blocks. But for the sides, we're going to do the bottom half. So still the very top block, but the bottom half of it. Go all the way across. That way, if you want to hang some decorations coming off of these trapdoors, you can still attach stuff to them. Okay, now we're at the back and we're doing the top half of the block all the way across. And coming to the last side, the bottom half. So when you look at it from here, you can see they are still on the same block, just the front and back are on the top of the block, and the 2 sides are on the bottom of the block. Now we're going to work on the entrance to this barn, and you're going to need to take pale oak slabs, pale oak trapdoors, lanterns, spruce trapdoors, spruce fence, and dark oak signs. Now there is only 1 entrance to this barn since it is much smaller. There's only 1 way in. We don't need a second exit in the back. If you do want another exit in the back, you can either take the same design and put it in the back, or you can go look at the large red barn and see what we did to the back of that building. But for this barn, the way I built it, it's just 1 entrance. So we're going to take our spruce fences, 1 at the top, 3 going down the sides. Next, you want to grab your dark oak signs, and we're going to place them on the bottom of both sides and 1 up on both sides, right on top of the fences. Then you want to take your pale oak slabs. We're going to place 1 on the top half of the fence. That way you can still see the bottom hanging out. We're going to go on both sides, 1 over and down. Take your pale oak trapdoor, go over and place a pale oak slab. So on the bottom half as well. So on this netherrack, right next to the pale oak slab, place your trapdoor on the bottom half. Now grab your lanterns and place them on both of the slabs on the side. So they're hanging down. And now you can see why we did not put a sign on these fences. The lanterns would not have gone on the slabs. Next, you want to grab your spruce trapdoors. And under the pale trapdoors, we're going to put 3 spruce trapdoors. And that will be your entrance into the sheep barn. And that's where all the wool is going to be collected. Now that we're finished down here, we're going to come up to the top of the barn and we're going to start working on the roof. And we're going to start, this is the front, we're going to start here in the front. So we're going to skip putting anything on top of this first log and we're going to come over to the second one. So it's going to be 7 blocks in a row. So we're first going to start with a plank. We're going 2 mangrove logs. We want to go 2 planks, a netherrack, and 1 stripped mangrove. Show you what that looks like from here. It'll look like that. Now we're going to go up another layer and we're going to again skip the end pieces and we're going to do just the middle. There's just going to be the middle 5. So we're going to come back up here. We're going to skip putting anything on top of the plank and we're going to start on this stripped mangrove log with another stripped mangrove. Go over with a plank and then 3 stripped mangroves. So it will look like that. That is the next row. Then we're going to do the top 3. Again, skipping the 2 end pieces and just putting blocks in the middle. And with that, we're just going to do 3 stripped mangroves. So that will be the shape of your barn, the red wall part of your barn. Now we just need to do that to the back side. And we're actually just going to use the same exact design that we did over there. So we're going to go plank, 2 stripped, 2 plank, and a netherrack. And again, we're going to do the same thing we did over here, but we're going to reverse it. So on this side, we're going to go 3 stripped mangroves, 1 plank, 1 stripped mangrove, and then 3 stripped mangrove on the top. Now we're going to start with the outline of our roof, which is going to be waxed weathered cut copper. We're going to do slabs, stairs, and full blocks. We're going to start with our waxed weathered cut copper stair and against the spruce logs. This is going to be done on all 4. This is going to be done on all 4 logs, and it's going to be right in the front. So we're going to come towards the log, come against the spruce log, and place an upside down stair. Look like this, and it is right in front of the spruce log. They are touching, they are flush together. Come over here and do that on this side as well. Now we'll start on this side where the sheep farm is actually going to be. Place a regular stair right on the back of that upside down stair like this. And we're going to swing to the side and we're going to attach it to the stair here, and we're going to go over 5 more stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you look at it, there will be a total of 6 stairs. Then we want to skip a spot and we want to move over 1 and place a stair against the trapdoor, just 1. Then we're going to skip 3, and against this bottom half of this top spruce log, we want to place a slab with another slab coming out. Okay, now we're going to do what we did in the front with taking our stairs and against the spruce logs, coming over here, placing an upside down stair on each side. So that side is now done. We'll come over to this side, place your regular stair against the upside down one. And this one, you're just going to drag it all the way across. No skipping. And 1 more out, so it's against the upside down stair. This is how your side should look. So 6 stairs, skip 1, 1 stair, skip 3, and then 2 slabs. This other side should be all stairs. So on top of this upside down stair, we want to spin around and do a regular stair with another one behind it, upside down, with a full block on top. Behind that full block, we want upside down stairs. Turn around here, put regular stairs with a full block behind the regular stairs. Next, grab your slabs. Against the top half of this full block, place 1 slab and a slab on top of that slab. We're going to go over again with a slab and up with a slab, and that should meet you right in the middle of your barn. So we're just going to take this exact thing and put it on this side. So starting from the top, we're going to go over a slab from the bottom, then down against here. We're going to do a full block with a stair attached to it. Under here, we're going to put an upside down stair facing into the barn with a full block behind it. And we're going to come under and place an upside down stair. And on top here, between these 2 upside down stairs, just a regular stair. So that is a pretty identical shape to the large barn, just miniature. Now we're going to take that exact thing and we're going to do it to the back side. So if this part, unfortunately, I cannot move my son to this back part without really changing a lot of things. So if this is overly shadowed for you where you cannot watch it, just watch the front of the barn being built and replicate that here on the back. On top of this upside down stair, we're going to put a regular stair with an upside down stair behind it and a full block on top. Upside down stair behind that block with a regular stair on top of the upside down stair with a full block behind that upside down stair. Against the top half of the full block, place a slab with a slab on top, going over, slab, slab on top. Now you're in the middle of your barn. Copy that, put it on this side. Starting in the middle, bottom slab, slab underneath, full block, regular stair behind the full block, upside down stair below the stair, full block behind the upside down stair, with an upside down stair under the full block. In between these two upside down stairs, a regular stair. Now we have the back outline and the front of our barn complete. Now we're going to go in to fill the gap with our pale oak slabs and our pale oak trapdoors. So let's do the trapdoor first so we actually have room to get in here. So we're going to go 1, 2, and on the third pale oak trapdoor, place one and lift it up. And come over onto this side. 1, 2, 3 on the third one. Place your pale oak trapdoor, lift it up. So it'll look like this. Now let's go in with our pale oak slabs. And on this outer trapdoor, hold shift whenever you're going to place something on a trapdoor, put one slab. Now we're going to go over and place a slab against the top half of this mangrove stripped log. And then we're going to place one on top. Then we're going to go over. So now your trapdoor is connected to the pale oak slabs. So we're going over, one on top, over, one on top, over, one on top. You can see there's no gaps now. Everything is connected. Do the same on this side. Starting from the top, the bottom half of this block, one over, one down, one over, one down. Come around here, one over, one down, and the last one should fit exactly on top of this pale oak slab. And that's exactly what the outline of the pale oak should look like. There will be no more gaps between your wall and the copper blocks. Let's do the back. So come down here on top of the trapdoors, go over 3, 1, 2, 3. Place your trapdoor and open it. Same on this side, 1, 2 on the third one. Place your trapdoor and open. It will look like this. Come over here. On top of your pale oak trapdoor, place a slab. Go over to this plank on the top half, place a slab, and one on top. One over on top, one over on top, one over, and on top. Okay, now we're going to work down. So on the bottom half of this block, one over, one down, one over, down, one over, down. The last one will fit on top of this pale oak trapdoor. And that is the back. So now all we have to do is fill in the roof. For the roof, you're going to need green wool, the moss block, and lime terracotta. And we're going to start on the right-hand side of the barn if you're facing the front. We're going to come around here. We're going to start with 2 moss blocks, and the little corner will peek out from behind the stair. That's what we want. So 2 moss blocks, 1 terracotta, 1 moss, 1 terracotta, 2 green wool, 1 moss, 1 terracotta, 2 green wool. We're going to go up a level and it's going to be directly behind this full block here. We're going to go 5 moss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 lime terracotta, 1 wool, 1 moss, 2 wool, 1 lime terracotta. We're going up again. So it's going to be right behind this stair. 2 moss, 1 lime terracotta, 5 moss, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 wool, 1 terracotta, 1 moss. This next one we're keeping on the same level as the one we just placed. So we're coming right here and we're doing 1 lime terracotta and the rest are moss. All the way across. Now we're going to go up 1 and we're going to do that 3 in a row. So if we start, this is the back side that I'm working on right now. For the 3, we are going to do 2 green wool, 1 moss. So it'll be 3 in a row like this, just like we have the top of the wall of the barn. So from the outer side, 2 outer ones poke out, the middle one is flush with the top of the roof. So we're still starting against this one in the back. It's going to be 3 moss, and we'll go 2 moss, 1 terracotta, 2 moss, 1 wool, 1 moss, 1 wool, 1 moss. 3 moss, 3 moss again, and 3 moss one more time. We go over to 1 moss, 1 wool, 1 terracotta. Up here, we're going to go 1 wool, 1 terracotta, 1 moss. Over here, we're going 1 moss, 1 wool, 1 terracotta. So that is this half of the barn's roof completed. swing around to this other side. We're going to start at the top here, and we're going to start on the side that is the front of the barn, and it's going to be 2 across. So it's 2 moss, get a better view, 2 moss across, 1 wool, 1 moss, 1 moss, 1 wool. And we'll do that again, 1 moss, 1 wool. This one will be 2 moss, then a moss with a terracotta, and then we're going to do wool 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go wool, moss, and last 2 moss. Okay, this next one we're going to go down and it's just going to be 1 row across. Let's start from the front of the barn. We're going to go 4 moss. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do a wool. We're going to do 4 moss again. 2, 3, 4. Then we'll do a lime terracotta and end with a wool. Okay, last one we're going down. This time we're going to start on the back of the build where we just ended. So against this stair, terracotta, 5 moss, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 wool, 1, 2, and 3 moss. So 1, 2, and your end moss right against the stair. And we still have our gaps right here. That's where we're going to attach our wool farm, but we're not there yet. But very, very close. We just have one last thing, and that's to put the grass on top of the barn. Also a few white flowers. So grab your bone meal and start bone mealing the moss wherever you like. I think I like the Oxeye Daisies. So just randomly put Oxeye Daisies. I do have a mod for flowers that makes mine a little bit bushier. It's the WBC Builds texture pack. So it just adds a few extra flowers to the block rather than just one single one. That's very cute. There we go. Just a few flowers for the top of the roof. Let's add one over here. Add one here. Perfect. And that is the roof of your barn. We are now going to do our actual wool farm, and we're going to start with the redstone first under the ground. So I'm going to clear all these blocks out of my inventory. Okay, so we're going to come over here, and all of this grass on the inside here, we're going to take it down 3 blocks. So that's 1 layer. Two layers. Three layers. Okay, now that we have it down 3 layers, on this side of the build, we want to come down and we want to remove 4 blocks twice. So now we have this space here. And we're going to remove more space over here. So we're getting straight under the barn. These 3 blocks here, we want to cut out 6 of them like that. We want to cut out another 6. On this wall here, this back one, we want to come under here. So right under this wool block, we want to go over 3 and cutting out 2 and do it one more time like that. And this is just cutting out spaces so we could move around and fit redstone in. Now let's come around to this back side facing the front of the barn. Over here, we're going to cut out a bit of dirt as well. We're going to cut out a section of 3 again, and we're going to go back 4. So that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we have this done. We have this side, and we have that back side over there. Now we just have one more thing left to do. So this wall where we have the larger cutout, this wall diagonal to this wall, that's the block we want to stand on. And we're just going to go forward until we hit this wall. Look up, and you should be able to just punch once and be inside your barn. So now you are inside your barn. Let's light it up a little. And that will be from this corner when you're inside your barn, it'll be 1 over right here. So let's build the storage for this farm first before we actually do the redstone. If we're looking at this back wall of the barn, we have this one netherrack block right here. We want to place an upside down stair against it, and we're going to drag it all the way across to the front side of the barn. So you will have a gap right back here. Just take your stripped mangrove and fill it in. You can also do that on this side since we're doing it. And that way you have no gaps on your side. On the side of your barn, you can also do it in this gap here, same here and here. Right here on the left side of this hole, we want to take our mangrove log and go all the way from top to bottom with a column. We're doing that on the right side as well. We are going to skip a block though. So you want to take it up 4. We're going to skip the next 2. So skip these 2 here and just put one right at the top. So it's going to go 4 up, skip 2, 1 touching the top of the roof. Now you could leave it like that for now. Then we're going to leave this section open because it's going to be a water column. We will eventually fill in this top block with another mangrove, but we want to be able to put water in here first. We want to grab our chests, and against this red terracotta here where we have our visible open block, we want to put a double chest attached to that red terracotta. Come in this little hole here and attach a hopper to that chest. So that hopper is now going into the chest. Now we just want to zigzag our chest back and forth. So right below this chest against the mangrove log, put another double chest, come down, switch sides, double chest, come down, switch sides, double chests, and then right on the floor, double chests. And then we're just going to add hoppers to them. So starting from the bottom, add a hopper going from this chest into the bottom one, hopper going into this chest from this top one, and so on. Just like this. So now there's a hopper behind this top chest. This chest will cycle into this one to this one, here and here. Now you want to take your oak trapdoors, come around to the side, and just place a bunch till we get to the top. So the sides are now covered. So this will be your basic storage system. If you want to decorate it to hide the hoppers, you could put trapdoors in front of the hoppers to cover them up, give it a little bit extra design. So that is your storage system. Now we don't want to put any water in there just yet because we want to go finish the actual redstone at the bottom. So let's come back around to our hole and let's start the redstone. Let's start over here first. So not the side where our barn is, but the other side. We're going to put a wall back up here, too high, all the way across, just till this end right here. Now we're going to come back to this end, and right in this corner here, we're going to place a redstone block, and we're going to have a dirt line going all the way across till this very end where we ended this one, and we're going to come out with 2 more. So this is going to be our rail system. Now I would like to warn you that I am not a redstone person at all. I just find little tiny pieces of redstone and mash them together to come up with some sort of idea that will work for whatever I'm building. There may be better ways to do this. You might have a better way. So if you have a better way, or if you have a way you like to farm wool, you could do it your way. Just want to clear the air. There might be a better way to do this. More efficient. I don't know, but this is how I got it to work, and this is how I liked it and how I wanted it. And that's all. That's all. Okay. Next, on top of this redstone, we're going to take powered rails, and we want to power them all the way across until they're stopped being powered. And we're going to remove that one. So it's going to be a total of 9 powered rails. Then we want to go over with 4 regular rails. Next, we're going to spin around here. So now we're facing the rail system. We want to put a temporary block here to the left side and 1 forward. We want to take a hopper and have it going into this dirt block. And we're going to put a powered rail on top of that hopper. So you can move it, but we wanted this hopper going this way. Okay. Now let's move over. Now, I guess maybe I should explain what I even wanted this redstone to do before I build it. So we're taking the minecart hopper, shooting it back and forth with its own little redstone system. And then on this side, we have an observer system that's going to see whenever wool comes into a hopper and shoots it up into the storage. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's start over here and let's get the hopper minecart to work. Right here against the hopper and rail cart, we want to add 2 dirt blocks and 2 more. For this redstone, we're going to need smooth stone, a comparator, a repeater, and a redstone torch. Now we want to start with a redstone comparator and we want to hook it up to this hopper. So we want to face this little alcove here and place our comparator. We want to take our smooth stone, place one here, diagonal up on both sides like this. Take your repeater, put it right here in the middle, so it's facing like that. And just take your redstone torch and place it against the middle bottom block. And now that has activated this redstone rail. Now, if we did this right, it should push the cart back and forth. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So that first little redstone machine worked. That makes me so happy. That's the easiest redstone. But it's always so nice when things actually work, even really, really simple redstone mechanics. Moving on, we're going to do the observer part, and that one can get a little tricky sometimes because of the way the observers are facing each other. I know when I was first building it, again, I'm not a redstoner, I got so frustrated with why it wasn't working, so hopefully we will get it working this time. For this side of the redstone, we're going to be using hoppers, comparators, dropper, repeater, and observers. Let's start with our dropper. Right where our hole is, we want to keep that free and clear. But if we turn to look at this alcove, we want to put a dropper with its face facing where the water is going to be. And that's going to be where the items are going to come into this dropper, shoot out and up into the water column to go into our chests. We can put a dirt block there. And we're also going to need soul sand. So right here, we need soul sand. That way we could attach kelp to it and it will shoot our stuff up faster. Come around here. We want the hopper to go into the dropper. Now we have this gap here that we're going to fill in with another hopper and place it against this one. So this hopper is now pointing this way. This hopper is pointing to this one, and this hopper is pointing to the dropper. Now we could fill another dirt block right on top of this middle hopper. And now our water column is completely encased and no water will spill out to ruin our redstone. Okay, we want to take our comparator and come around here as close to this hopper as you can. And place the comparator down like that. Now we want to take our repeater and facing this way, put it down. And now we're going to grab observers. And this one is a little complicated for me because for some reason I can never remember which way I need to face to put an observer down properly. So we're going to maybe watch me struggle or I might cut it out. But we want to be able to see this little face of this observer right here. We want that face to face the repeater. Aha. I got it just cut out a little extra room back here so you could place it. Now the way for me to remember this one, to make this system actually work, we want the 2 faces of the observers to be kissing. So they need to be facing each other. And for some reason that is the only way I can remember how to do it. So to do that, we want to put a temporary block above the comparator, come back around here and place your observer against that comparator. And now his little face is showing. And we want to do that again on this side. And you can hear that ticking now. That means it's working. But so that the faces are kissing now, so it works. And I don't know why that helps me remember that that's the way it works. If we then throw some stuff onto the minecart, it stops to unload it. You saw that? It paused for a second. As soon as it unloads what it has, it shoots out and goes back. So let's F4 to make sure. There they are. They're right there. We got it to work. Now we just need to add in our water column. Let's go back inside the barn so we can make that work. So grab kelp and a water bucket. And we're going to need another spruce log. Okay. I'm going to remove this stair for now. Okay, we're going to come in here and the water needs to be on the block above the hopper so it pours into it. So once we have that, let's go down here, do our kelp, fight the current, come back down to break the kelp, shoot up and out, and we can put our stair back. And the water is now encased. We want a stripped mangrove log to close it up on the top there so nothing shoots up and out. And now let's check if we throw some stuff down. Collects, it stops and drops off. And now let's go see if the storage collected it. Oh, it shot out into my... Cool. Oh, it didn't. Why did I catch that? Where did that come from? Maybe that was the extras. Oh God, I thought my heart stopped. I thought it didn't work, but it did work because we only threw 4 kelp down there. And this is the rest of everything we threw down there, and it works. The hopper minecart collected it. It dropped it off. It put it in the droppers, and the observer saw that it was in the droppers and spit them out into the chests. Oh, it is always such a nice day when your redstone works. So that is your wool collection system. Now let's go actually build the wool farm. Now that I'm standing here, I'm wondering if... See, this is where I'm just going to repeat it. I'm not a redstoner. Like, can I make it so it doesn't click all the time, or does it have to click all the time? Is there a way where it would just be silent, observe that something came in, and then clicked to release it instead of clicking constantly? So if you happen to know, you can comment it down below. I would love to know. That way, myself and anyone else who watches this video, if there is a way to fix it, we can all fix it. We're going to disable it just for now. We don't need to listen to that while the rest of the tutorial is going on. I will go back down there and put it in afterwards. Let's start with our stripped spruce log, and for this orange wool block here, we're going to remove that and replace it with a stripped spruce log. And we're going to do it 3 times, and then we're going to put a moss block on top of it. Same over here, 1, 2, 3, moss block on top. For this back one, we're going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be the same height as that one over there. Let's fill in this whole thing with dirt or grass. We want grass because we want our sheep to eat the grass. Just go all the way across with grass. We want to take spruce trapdoors and we want to put them on the edges of our spruce logs. Here, here, and here. We don't want to do these inside parts because we are going to cover this. And we actually can skip this one because we're going to remove it, the one in the back. So just the 2 on the sides and the one on that front over there. Before we do the roof of the sheep farm, we want to put our little chambers in that we're going to actually put our sheep in where we could shear their wool automatically. So we're going to start with that first. And we're going to start on this side here. So right in the middle of these spruce logs, we're going to put 2 glass panes on top of each other, and then we're going to go diagonal. But for this back one, we want to do a dropper. With a glass pane on top, we want to skip a spot where the sheep is going to go. 2 glass panes, diagonal, 2 glass panes. So we're just going to repeat this module all the way across till we get to this side. So right in back, dispenser, glass pane on top, skip a block, 2 in front, diagonal, 2 more blocks, and just keep doing that. If you want, you could just go ahead and put the dispensers in automatically. The last one will go right here in front of this back spruce log. And those will be your sheep chambers. Now, before you do anything else, add your sheep into the little holes. I did build this in my actual forever world, and all I did to actually get them into these chambers in survival was put a block back here, climb up to them to lead the sheep in, and I just pulled them in and they just automatically walked in. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. If you'd like to watch the Let's Play for that, that is on the channel in the Forever Yours playlist. Okay, now that that's done, let's come around to the back to do the redstone. So the first thing we want to do is cover the back of this glass here, and we're going to take stripped spruce log and come all the way across like this. And then in between these open air gaps, place stripped spruce logs going down. And we need to remove this very last one because we need to place redstone behind here. That way we can actually get this to work. So next we're going to need observers and redstone dust and shears. Don't forget the shears. You want to put shears in every dispenser. Behind each dispenser, we want to remove the grass behind it and the one below it. The one below it, we're going to put our observer, replace the glass, and put a redstone dust on top. And let's wait to see if that works. I don't know if I'd just rather do this. And that collected. We saw that it collected. So it sheared and collected. So let's go behind here and do that again. Observer underneath the dispenser. Place your grass block back, redstone dust on top. So now we have 6 working wool modules. The back of this will be covered with some decorations, but we will do that probably at the end of the video. Let's finish the rest of this roof. And that just showed me why I removed these. So when this one goes off, it's going to flip the trapdoors. And I forgot about that because I do have bushes covering this side as well. So I forgot that that was covered. So remove those. Extra trapdoors. Who doesn't need extra trapdoors? Okay, we're going to start over here and we're going to start to fill in these gaps over here. So what you want to grab for that is Azalea Leaves. You could grab the regular Azalea Leaves, which is what I used, or you can also add in a few of the flowering Azalea Leaves. But put one right on top of the stair here. You're going to come down here, and in this gap, you want to remove that pale oak trapdoor. Put an Azalea Leaf there, and one coming out, and another one coming out. Now let's get down to the floor and we can work from there. We want an Azalea Leaf under the stair. Place another one here with one coming out. Place 2 going down. Then on this one here, we want 2 on both sides coming out. And then right under this pale oak trapdoor, we want another Azalea Leaf. So right now it will look like this. Next, we want to grab our wax weathered cut copper slabs, and we're going to come under here. Right under here where we have the Azalea Leaf and the moss on the bottom half of the moss, we want to put the copper with a lantern underneath. Now it's a little brighter in this corner. Hopefully nothing will spawn. And then we want to go back to our copper slabs, and it's going to be on the same level as this one here. You can see we're going to just attach it to this Azalea Leaf. So we're going to put a copper slab here, and we're going to go all the way across. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, and one more out, which is 10. So just all the way across with slabs. Right under this last one, the 10th one, we want to put a lantern. Now we're going to start working our way up. So we want to go over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1. Then this one we want to do just the full block basically, but we're going to do it with slabs because we have slabs in our hand. So it's going to be 2 of the same. Then we want to go over 1, up 1. Now we're going to take this. This should be half a slab above the spruce logs. We want to place 1 on top of the spruce log and just drag it all the way across. So it will reach the bottom half of the lime terracotta. Now you will see that there is a little bit of a gap here. We will fix that now. Right on top of this half slab that we want to put a half slab on top. So now this will become a full block, and just drag this all the way back across. And one more out. Now let's fill in the roof, and we're going to use the same thing we did as the roof of the barn. We want moss, we want lime terracotta, and we want green wool. So we're going to start right up here, and we're going to grab our azalea leaf again, and we're going to place one more against that stair that was showing, and then we're going to come onto this side, and we're going to start against this moss block that was already placed on top of our spruce log. We're going to go 6 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They want 2 green wool, and we want 1 moss. So now it'll connect there. Okay, we're going to go up a layer, and we're going to go 6 moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want 2 lime terracottas, and the rest moss. 1, 2, flip around, and 3. So 3 moss at the end. These next 2 rows are going to be on the same layer as the one we just placed. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go 2 lime terracottas, 1, 2 moss, and then we're going to finish with a green wool at the end. This one here is going to be all moss. On top of this last row, you want to grab wax weathered copper trapdoors and just go all the way across the top, excluding this end piece. So it will be like this. And now you just want to grab your bone meal and your white flowers and just bone meal this roof. Yikes. And since it's so close to the ground, it might actually bone meal your ground as well. If you like that, you can keep it, but I do not. So now we have the roof done, and we want to fill in these air gaps here so we can't see through the barn. Now we're going to start filling in the side here. We're going to put 2 trapdoors and 2 on top and 2 more on top. So it's going to be 3. Flip them up. That closes that. Here in this gap right here, we want to do an azalea leaf with 2 trapdoors on top. Like this. And then we want, for that top one, we want to come on the inside of here and place them flipped down. So place it against this moss block and flip them down. That way it's flush against here. When you stand back far enough, you don't see it. And we're going to do the same thing here on the back. And we actually, I don't know why I had, that one's wrong. I don't know why I put it there for some reason. So over here, we want to go 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to do that all along. The whole back wall. And then just come down and flip them all. That'll be the back of your farm. We have a little bit more to finish off this farm portion. We just want to come in here and add some lanterns. That way it's not so dark in there. And we want to go back in here. And you can stand on top of this and put some temporary blocks in between these front glass. And we're going to take our pale oak trapdoors. And you're just going to do 1 on each thing. And then you could remove those temporary blocks. And then come out. So we have trapdoors here, and then right on top of these moss blocks here, you want to put mangrove trapdoors all the way across. That one's sideways. So let's do a moss block there and one on top. Okay, that is the front. That is the finished build for this. Now I'm just going to come around to the back and decorate it with a few bushes and hay bales so we can cover up the redstone. And I'm going to start right in this corner here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 high, 1 out on either side. I'm going to go 2 high right here, 1 out and 1 out. So this will be the corner that hides a little bit of redstone. Now I like to put a little bit of grass in here to kind of fill it out more. Now to get some hay to, I don't know, feed the animals with. I'm going to do 2 sideways hay. Do 1 out here. Cover this one. We'll go 1 and 1. Go this way. And like that. Go 1 out. Go 1 up. 1 here and 1 up again. Go here. Here. We'll put 1 up here. So that's going to be a little pile of hay. And I'm going to do another bush over here. We'll go 1, 2, 3 against this spruce. Go 1, 2 here. Put a bush here and here. Back here, we'll go 1, 2 with 1 out. 2 to the side. Go 1 more out on each side here. And go and just add a bit more grass. Make that one too tall. Ooh, lots of flowers now. Okay, and that is how I covered the redstone in the back. Just add a little bit of bushes and a little pile of hay. So it looks like we're feeding the sheep, because of course we feed our sheep. And let's decorate this little corner here with some stuff we might need. We'll do a loom, more hay, barrel, scaffolding, barrel, and let's put a barrel here. Let's do, yeah, and a little flower pot. And let's add another lantern right here. So just a little extra decoration. I actually don't know if I want it to be standing up. The hay. Now it's too bad that I did not have this running while I was building this. But let's put this machine back, because then we could have seen how much hay we collected while it was running. It was still in the dispenser. Okay. So let's let that collect for a few minutes, and then I will do a cut. You'll never know, and we'll see how much wool we actually got. But for now, this is the wool farm. You have a little barn for free roaming sheep if you'd like to keep them in there, and you have your actual farm collecting all of your wool. Let's do a big swing around so you could see the whole thing, front, back, sides. And this is going to go perfect with your large red barn if you have decided to build both. So I gave it a couple minutes, and this is the wool we have collected so far. So it's collecting a nice amount. All right, and that is the sheep farm built. We have the little mini barn that matches our large red barn and a wool farm in one. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it was easy to follow. Let me know in the comments below if you end up using this in your world. I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!